Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Get Rich 101. I don't know why it was slipping my mind for a minute. Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sticky Wrights. I am an author. Let me put up my author book. Let me put up. Uh oh. Errors. Errors. Hold on now. Hold on. Cancel. Let's try this. Okay, here we go. I think. Yep, here we go. Hack your pain now. Hack your pain now. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. Please check it out for anyone who is fighting something, anything. Check out this book. Okay. Now, there's some interesting things going on here today. Some interesting things going on here today. So I'm going to start with the meditation and get everybody in the right space. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the meditation. I'll start with the meditation. So, I am so happy and grateful to be a multimillionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multimillionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so I am not a trainer. Keep that in mind. I'm not not a financial trainer. Take what I say and wash it with a grain of salt and find your way. Now that I mentioned that, let me move you along with me. I've been talking about SPY. That's short for SPY. That's short for Standard and Poor's 500. 500? Yeah, Standard and Poor's 500, right? The S&P 500. And I've been talking to you about Tesla. And I've been talking to you about moving away from these small penny stocks, as touted by Tim Sykes, and moving into more stocks that I know, like Tesla and SPY, right? So I've been doing that a little bit each day, right? Trying it. So anyway, yesterday I did a big experiment for me. I did an experiment where I didn't buy anything else. That was a big experiment. Because typically I would buy something else, a small penny stock that I could play with and just, have a little fun with, do a little something, and just leave it alone. Well, leave it alone after doing my brief experiments. But yesterday I decided, let's just go with the long range. Let's just go with the long range. That means let's just go with SPY and Tesla. And I gotta tell you, I felt like needy. I felt like I wanted to do something. I was looking all day. I was like, I should get in. I was like, no, just stick with what you got. But I felt like was missing something. And so that was an interesting feeling because typically I do something every day, right? So today I got in and I sold SPY immediately because SPY immediately had scoped way beyond what I bought it for. Now, as I've said, I know SPY. I know how it moves from previous ownership. I know Tesla. I know how it moves from previous ownership. I know that both of them are going to trend upwards. Both of them are going to trend upwards. They may fail, they may fall a little bit, but they're going to trend upwards. So, what I did was I don't even remember when I bought Tesla. I think SPY. I think Monday or so. But anyway, I saw this morning that it was way above where I bought it for, so I sold it. So as soon as we came on, now that equaled Dun, da, da. Where's my drum roll? Where's my drum roll? Here's my drum roll. Drum roll, please. Oh, okay, well, I don't know if it went off or not, but anyway, my grand total for selling SPY was positive 2 cents. Positive 2 cents. Now, this intrigued me because I've been making more money doing the small stocks than I was doing the major stock. And what I remembered is because I was looking at it, I was like, I wonder why I made 2 cents here or made 50 cents over here. The difference is how you pay for the long stocks. See, the long stocks, I'm buying a piece of it. I'm not buying the whole thing because Tesla is $212 right now. I'm not doing that. That's my whole account, right? So I am buying pieces of it. It lets you know that you're buying a piece of it, right? And so I'm interested in that. It says you're buying a fractional share that you're trading. And so I decided to put a little bit of money on it, just a little bit of money, just to see how it would play. And that's what my hangup was. So everything went right, everything went well, but I had my pincers shortened on the trade. If I had my pincers wide, that trade would have hit nicely. It would have hit nicely because I saw how it was one of the biggest things I've seen in terms of starting point and end point. It was like this. I was like, wow. So I got it 2 cents, but that's only because I didn't have enough spread out. Enough spread out. I was like, wow, that's interesting. All I needed was to spread out. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again. All right. So now let me show you what's going on. I told you I had Tesla and SPY. I just sold SPY. And look at Tesla. See, I told you I know how they move. So Tesla is right now at the point where I bought it. What? Wait a minute. Yeah, right at the point where I bought it. Right here. You can't see it on the computer, but it's right there, right at the top of, like right there. And it's now I'm waiting for it to go a little bit higher, and I'm going to sell it. Now this one I bulked in, I fractionalized it out a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to see how big this one goes. How this one goes for. That'll be interesting. And also, I missed the fractionals. I missed the penny stocks. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give those a go because I decided that I need. Let me just think about it. Let me think about it because I'm trying not to miss the quick, fast, quickness of the penny stocks, but I may. Oh, look, there it is. Look, there it is. So it now just went beyond my 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 take point. So let me see how much that would be. Right now, I think I put 25 bucks up. So it's currently at 25.10. All right, 25.10. Let me see where this one goes. See, I have no fear because it's Tesla and because it's SPY. I know they're going to trend upwards, right? So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. All right. I'm going to keep that handy. My cell phone here, ready to sell. And yeah, I think, I'm going to try to sell at 26. 26, I think. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 25.13, 25.14. It's going. It's going. You see it right there. It's going. Well, I will hold it. I will hold it for you guys. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this with me. As Tesla and SPY just continue to move upward. Okay, so anyway, in fact, let me show you this. I've been talking about SPY. I've been talking about SPY so much, the S&P 500. Look who floated into my system. Look who floated into my system. Look who floated into my system. This is Dawn. Now, Dawn is doing something crazy here. Let me get the sound on. Get the sound on. Let me let you hear her. See, let me mute her now. Yeah, and so what's interesting to me is she's talking about SPY. She's talking about SPY, and I've known her for a long time. I used to follow her. I still follow her, but I used to pay attention much more interest into her stocks. And then I decided that I need to follow one person, Timothy Sykes. But look at this. She's talking about SPY. And I was like, huh, I've been talking about SPY. Let me see what she's talking about. And here she is. I can't tell you how much of this I now know based on how much I've grown. Because she's talking about stuff where I would have been like, it would just flown over my head. But now I understand what she's saying. I understand what she's saying, right? Like, oh yeah, there's a gap. Yeah. And I just know these things tremendously. So that's the thing. Like the more you get into it, the more you learn. That's it. You got to get into it. You got to get into it, because if you don't, if you're standing on the sidelines thinking, oh, I'm gonna, you don't know. You don't know. I've already exploded everything that I said I was going to do. Everything I said I was going to do. Blew it out the water. So anyway, I am going to try her method of working with SPY. I'm going to try Dawn's method of working with SPY because she just popped up. She's popped up, and now I understand what it is she's saying. And I'm going to choose this. I think I gotta stick with Timothy Sykes though. I gotta have some small what am I calling? Some small stocks, some penny stocks. I still want to mess with some penny stocks, but these I want to try with Dawn. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to figure out this method she's talking about here, and I'm just going to do it exactly that. Exactly that for SPY. And now I still won't be doing what she's doing because she is trading options. I don't know anything about that. But I know that you can trade anything. You can trade stocks, you can trade bonds, you can trade options, you can trade whatever, right? And so it's just a matter of what you want to trade. You want to trade penny stocks, let's trade medium stocks. The sky's the limit. But there's a different angle that each one has. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to study this one method. Now, this one method it takes a lot because she is hype. You see her? She's hype. She's like loving life. She's high off of life. She's just like right. And so she's got that feeling. But yeah, other than that, I feel like I can do this. I know I can do this, and I can put this onto Spy in particular. So I'm gonna have Tesla doing this thing, and this was it currently at 20, 25.16, 25.18. Yep, moving on up, and then I'll do the Spy according to Dawn, and I'm gonna do a small penny stock according to Timothy Sykes. And mind you, this is the end of a month. I've done a month of trading every day. I've done a month of trading every day. Now let's look at this though. Look at this. That's including 4th of July. 4th of July couldn't trade because it's our holiday. So, but other than that, I've traded every single day. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Okay. This is it. This is my month. See, you see, it's got the 4th off, right? But every day, other than that, I've been trading. I haven't done the math yet, but it looks to be in a negative. Looks to be in a negative because in a negative, I already see negative $10, negative 14, negative 6, and those are negative 8, and those are big ones. And then the plus sides, I got negative, positive 1, 2, 3, small wins, right? I do have 111 on 12th. But yeah, small wins. So now I can't wait to go into August and do this more and to get it to be closer to mostly green. Mostly green. Because look, this is almost half and half. That's about half and half. A little bit more on the red side, but about half and half, And that's it. And so I haven't added up yet, but I'm going to add it up. I think it's going to be more on the red side, but just by a hair. Well, not a hair because it's going to be $3. It's going to be $3, y'all. But I can figure out. I figured out something. In terms of what I'm doing now with Spy, and I'm going to do that for the next month. I'm going to do what Don suggested about Spy for the next month. Right, and I'm going to do Timothy Sykes, his wisdom, and I'm going to do something with Tesla. And I'm so excited to see this. You know what I mean? Look at it. I have done this for a month. Are you kidding me? I started off with just doing weekend hustle, just a weekend hustle. I'm just going to pick one stock or one day on last thing on Friday. I'm gonna sell it first thing on Saturday. That's it. And now look at me. I've traded every single day, month of July. Hot diggity dog. Okay. Whew. All right. So anyway, I'm going to add it up shortly, and I have a what do you call it? A tally for you tomorrow. We'll see what. Oh no, tomorrow is Fiance Files. Yes. All right. Well, anyway, let me check my notes, my notes, and see what we got. Thanks, Speed, for for hitting them with the drum roll. Let's see. If we did go off, okay, I'm glad it went off. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Great way. Set the tone and inflection for our day. Yeah. It's a great way to set the tone and intention for our day. Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me. How much time do we have? Okay, so let me I'm gonna leave the chart up. I'm gonna leave the chart up because it makes me feel good. But let me tell you what happened today. Today I got up to go to the restroom and I didn't feel like getting back into bed, but I was too tired to do anything else. So I lay down on the sofa and I was just out. And I was like, remember to read. Remember to read. So that's my cue because reading in the morning is essential. Reading in the morning is essential. Not no no book about some oh shoot, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Well, let me tell you what you should be doing. What you should be doing is reading a book that lightens you up. It lifts you up, that gives you energy and sparkles. All right, that's what I got, sparkles. So what I did was I opened my Kindle on my phone and I went to the richest man in Babylon. I think that's it. Smartest man in Babylon, something like that. And I read this book. I read most of a chapter about gold, and it was good. It was good. So for those of you who don't know this book, it's very old. It's super old. Like I mean, like published around the time of the the pyramids, like really old. And each story, each chapter is a new story, and that's it. It's a story of different stories, which they combine a little bit, but mainly they each of them is on its own story. And so I found the story, read the story about gold, right? And I see my highlighting from before the stroke, and they they had this couple, and they let their daughter go out into the wilderness, out into the wild. No, out into the city, out into the city. And they said to her, "Look, we want to give you everything, but you got to make sure we got to make sure you're right mentally. So here's a bag of gold, and here's a chart of what you're supposed to do with the gold." So she goes out and she blew it. She blew the money in the bag. Now she had a big bag of gold, and she blew that money. She blew that money by being by being taken by people. People kept taking money, and sometimes they would take money without even meaning to take money, right? But they took the money, right? And so she said she ended up with nothing, and she had to get a job. She got a basic job, and then she read the manual, the tablets they gave her about gold. And number one, number one on the tablets of from her parents about what to do with gold was number one. What's number one? Hmm? Hmm? Get myself big for this. Get myself big for this. Huh? You know what the one thing was? Pay yourself first. What? What? I mean, this book is so old. It's so old. And from that point of view to modern people, it's the same. It's the same. Pay yourself first. That's it. That's it. If you don't do anything else, that's number one. Pay yourself first. So in the book, it was like take 10%, put it away as soon as you get paid. Stick it somewhere. Stick it somewhere. Stick it somewhere. Every time you get paid. The first instance, the first moment when you get paid, put that money aside and don't and then forget about it. put that money aside, and then forget about it, right? And that's what she did, and she did that, and she got her money back. She returned home to her parents with big bags of money because she was able to set aside that money, set aside that money, set aside that money, set aside that money. She paid herself first. All right. All right. I know I must have hit somebody. I know I must have hit somebody because that's it. That's really all you have to do because it's something we've heard all the time. We've heard it all the time, but we keep thinking it's for somebody else. We keep thinking we'll do that when we get some money. Nah, no matter how small the amount is you get, you take 10% off and hide it. 10% off and hide it, right? And then what happens after that is magical. So I'll just leave it with that. I'll just leave it with that. What you have to do is pay yourself first. Like the woman in the book, to modern day people, everyone's saying the same thing. Pay yourself first. All right, folks. All right, folks. Now let me tell you where we are. We're currently at 2506. It came down a little bit. And so I'll wait for it to go up a little bit more. I'm unafraid because it's Tesla. I know it's going to go up. And yeah. And that's where we're going for Tesla. And I'm going to find some other trick that Tim Sykes is promoting. All right, folks. So tomorrow is Lincoln. Why am I saying Lincoln? Beyonce Files. Tomorrow's Beyonce Files. Stay tuned for that. And then Friday we're gonna get my dad on again, I hope. And yeah, and that's it for me. That's it for this week. And remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Remember that. Remember that for anything you got holding up in your life. Remember that now is better than perfect. I should.